So this is Spirit Wave. We summon like 12 billion bone spirits that hit for like 500 million each. And we do it by walking over blood orbs and by shooting blood lances, which pick up the blood orbs for us. So this is using Blood Artisan's Cuirass and Gore Quills to fire off these blood spirits. I have more information in other videos. So if you want a longer explanation of the video, we're going to have a video up in about 4 days, or you can look at my previous video. What's different about this build for a tier 8 solo, because that's what I've been requested of, is I don't run Path of Tragul. I run Exploiters and just tons of movement speed and corpse tendrils. This lets us gather mobs faster and get between events faster. And since we don't have Path of Tragul, I threw Blight on the board just to get the 20% damage modifier, to get Reaper's Pursuit for more move speed so we can get to events. And one other change, we still keep Hued Flesh because we're using Corpse Tendrils to apply Vulnerable. We take out Necrotic Carapace. There is not enough fortification coming from it since Path of Tragul Bone Splinters create a lot of corpses. We do one change to our Paragon, where we swap out Amplify for Blood Drinker, just to get us fortified all the time. It's not even that much of a damage loss, because these boots, having Int and Max Life, is two major modifiers for us, and the Exploiters does work. We are going to be a little bit slower on the boss kill, but we are way faster we are way better at getting Aether in a tier 8. The extra Corpse Tendrils range on by having an extra Legendary Boots is massive. I think it only caps at 100 if I remember correctly. Blizzard made some change over versus the Season 4 PTR. But that's fine. So I'm a little over the cap, but just having that extra range from like 60% on my gloves to having a total of 100% on both my gloves and boots is really nice. Right there, I hesitated moving south for a second because I didn't want to outrange my blood orbs before I made another reset. Like, does this even look like a tier 8? Like, I feel like I'm in a tier 6. Alright, so that was a pretty clean one. Right around 400, so nothing crazy. Now, if I really wanted to be a degenerate, I could put on Path of Tragul and, you know, go switch my skill tree. And if I did that, I'd probably get around 100 million more damage per hit on these mobs. I would also want to switch my focus because I'm currently using a focus with just like Bone Spirit explosion size. And to get the most value out of Path of Tragul, you want to run a Bone Splinters cast twice, because that works with Path of Tragul's Bone Splinters. But as you can see, even though this is slower than Path of Tragul, for boss killing, it's fine. Like, I'm immortal. I don't care about damage. I do have to be careful that I don't shoot the blood waves outside of the zone. I think I've been really bad at vulnerable uptime, so I was doing even less damage than I should have right there. Like, I hate when this guy's up against the wall, because I don't even want to, like, pass at him. Literally firing into the empty room, which makes it a little bit more annoying to turn around and press. Corpse tendrils. I fired too much at this wall, and I lost my resets because I fired shit into the into that wall. Ugh, so annoying. So, a lot of people have said they run out of blood orbs, and that's usually why. When I've talked to them in comments, it's exactly that. So, that usually rarely happens to me, but I figured, you know, once it started happening, it was better to like call it out and show it. So, yes, that's my excuse. It was totally not intentional, or not an accident. So with Path of Tragul, my top end is around 630 million, and it would be closer to like 720, 750 if I could manage to not get minimum roll on my Bone Splinters cast twice, because that's the most valuable aspect on a focus. Alright, there you have it. A 400 something run, 452. So this isn't amazing, but it's workable, and this build definitely does better in groups just because it likes to turret. LordSaura and I will be putting up a video in like 4 or 5 days. That's a long form explanation. LordSaura is the whole reason I'm playing in Season 5. He was like, we should run Bone Spirit with Blood Wave, and I was like, yes. And then we spent, you know, I don't know, dozens of hours theory crafting this. So if you want a more thorough explanation, go look at like my previous video. I have a long explanation after the thing is done, and yeah. See you in the Sanctuary Discord, discord.gg/Diablo4. It's the official community Discord. My guide is posted there in the Necromancer FAQ. And if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as much best I can. And have a great day. This build is made in collaboration with LordSaura. Check out his YouTube channel if you want to learn how to dominate the fields of hatred.